morning, everybody. Hopefully you had a really great day. If not, I hope you have an even better one tomorrow. It is Wednesday. Don't really know what that means, but it is halfway through the week. You are definitely going to be hearing this a lot. You guys are kind of like my video diary type of a thing. Whether you want it or not, I'm able to go and tell you all these things going on in my life. That's kind of the point of a vlog. You might hear things repeat. You know, for the most part, this is just my life. And right now, I'm in Colorado for a week and a half. Every single, time is important. Time is so important. I can't stress to you enough. Using your time inefficiently is really detrimental. I'm not talking about this because I'm moving, just in general. Use your time efficiently. You have so much time in the day that you can spend doing something productive. With that being said, my time left in Colorado is important. I have family, I have friends that I would like to see before I leave, and it sucks when I have days that I don't do anything because I could spend that doing something else. I have this week doing nothing, I have next week packing. I don't know what we're doing today. We're probably gonna go get some lunch, and then I know that I have some family members coming up. I think that might be coming up later on during the day, kind of like in the evening time. I'm really trying to work on my ums and my verbal tics. The good thing about video and video editing is you can have a whole bunch of cuts. A whole bunch of cuts doesn't necessarily look that good, but it's a process. You start taking time to think about what you're gonna say, and then over time, hopefully that just happens naturally in your brain and these little verbal tics don't happen that much. So I'm really trying to work on that right now and moving further on. That's kind of like a public speaking thing, but it's a good, not necessarily like tool or like attribute or characteristic or whatever you want to call it. It's a good habit to have, not having verbal tics. That was a terrible sentence and I am sorry. So let's go start the day. Not like my day isn't already started. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, but let's bring you along with me to start the day. So you know how I was saying that I didn't charge the camera battery yesterday? I kind of figured that out. Okay, I made this little setup so I can monitor if the battery is charging. Yeah, just a whole bunch of tape and stuff. A little bit of creativity. This is what the battery looks like, right? There's these 3 rings, and on the inside of this, there's like 1 ring, 2 rings, and then another 2 rings. So I've been putting the battery in like this and it's been working fine. I've been able to charge the battery. For some reason, when I put it in like this, it wouldn't stay charged unless I push the battery in. So I decided to flip it over and I guess that it was able to sufficiently charge the battery because I finally got the battery to charge. This, I have a little bit of cleaning up to do. Fully charged battery. You might be wondering, why do I wash things in my bathroom instead of the sink over there that I fill stuff up in? Well, that sink doesn't have any hot water. My bathroom does, if you were wondering. I don't think you were. Today is March 22nd, and this marks the first day, 2017, that I get to wear shorts. Let's go get some pizza. Spring! Spring! What season is it?
Spring.
Say it louder.
Spring.
Spring! But it's spring! The heat is here. It's time that I can finally enjoy the new year. We're over here in Gordman's. I'm just watching my mom shop. I'm walking around right now because I don't got anything to do. And yeah, it's really just a waiting game with my mom. I realized how much of an important part my camera has become to me. It's like my phone now, in the sense that I freak out if I forget it. If it's not on me, I freak out because I thought that I left it somewhere. It just happened at King Soopers and my heart dropped. I was like, but then it was in the car, so yeah. And we are now home. We just went to a couple of stores. We went to go eat at some pizza place that my parents used to go eat at or something. I don't know, but they didn't really like it. I think I should have got a bigger pizza. And then we went to Gordman's, you know that, and then Sam's and King Supers and all of that. But we're home now. I already said that. My mom is going to start making dinner because my aunt and grandma and cousin and uncle should be on their way here. They're going to stay the night. That is pretty cool. I, on the other hand, am going to do an experiment. So let's do that. Okay, so I was performing 2 tests here. One, to see if this little thing will work off of a USB input instead of a battery. It does. It at least turns on. Test number 2 is to see if this little recorder actually works with my microphone at the top running through here and into my camera. So let's see if that works. This is coming straight from this little microphone right here. I'm plugging it pretty much from here, headphone jack through there. It's weird because this is a stereo setup right now. I don't know how this sounds. It might sound good. It might sound really bad, but I have a few ideas on how to make this sound even better. Now I'm going to plug in my microphone that I've been using. So does this work now? Hello? So does this work? Wow. Okay, so I'm talking like directly into this microphone right now, and it seems to be doing pretty good. Sorry, if I'm looking over to the screen right here, it's because I'm checking the volume levels. I'm like monitoring all the levels. Yes, this does work. This works. That is insane. That is huge. There's a couple reasons why. Let me fix the audio, and I'll tell you. Okay, so now the volume levels should be pretty much where I want them to be. I'm not entirely sure. I'm literally just holding the microphone right now. Hello. I could still like mess around with it a little bit, but this is pretty much what I want to do. And this is fantastic. Do you want to know why? I'm sure you do. If you care, the reason that I wanted to have, the reason that I tested this is because microphone preamps inside of the microphone preamps that are built into Canon cameras suck. This little recording device, it's an external audio recorder. You can power it off of USB. It has like microphones at the top here. It has a place for a micro SD card. You can power it off of batteries, USB, whatever. This is like the go-to cheap field mic recorder. People plug in microphones such as this lavalier microphone right here. They plug it into this recorder and now suddenly they have an external source. Well, if I can use this as an audio interface itself and then transfer the audio from here to my camera, maybe it'll sound pretty good. Who knows? And then like what I can do for this is now instead of spending $300 or $500 or whatever on professional audio equipment, what I can do now is I can just take this to a boom pole, this part. I can put this to a boom pole, this to the top of my camera, and now I have a makeshift professional audio. Again, I don't really know how this sounds. I might have to re-record all of this because right now what I'm doing is I'm like clipping on here. So I don't know if me clipping on here is going to translate to me clipping on here, but yeah. So hopefully this sounds good. I don't know. I was just testing all of the levels and whatnot. Wow. I was just testing all of the levels and whatnot, but you might be asking yourself, why do I want something like this? Well, something like this allows for me to have a makeshift boom pole, makeshift professional audio. If it sounds good and if it works, then that is fantastic. If not, then maybe I just have to find something else. I don't really know. Hopefully the last clip doesn't sound that bad. I just tried adjusting some of the levels and this sounds pretty okay to me right now. I'm not a professional. Oh, dang it. I am a professional at this. I have to mess around with a couple things, but I don't really know what I said in the last clip. Hopefully I was able to say something, but pretty much what I want to do in the future is I want to create a really, really good audio setup. If I could do that with something like this, then that saves me money because, well, I don't need anything else at the moment. Except for a way to mount this to my microphone stand, which I might have a solution to. Do I have that solution? Now does this sound good? I have no idea whatsoever. I don't even have the dead cat on. It's literally just a microphone right here off screen. I've never tampered with anything like this. I'm working on it. It's a really different experience trying to use an external like interface like as a pass-through going into the camera and all of that. So it's kind of weird. It's a little funky, but this is something like what I want to have done when I move. I'm probably gonna be using that little thing. I might have multiple setups or whatnot. Took the microphone off of its little horseshoe stand thing right here, and I put it on an extra microphone stand. I really thought that I had this like microphone adapter thing, pretty much, you know, like the onstage mics. It goes from the handheld to the microphone stand. Thought I had one of those, but I guess I don't. That would have been so perfect, because right now this little thing, it just angles at it, like it goes with the angle that the microphone stand is on, so it goes straight and it doesn't like curve, you know. It would make it like curve in so you could have it boom boom. That would be cool. That would be pretty amazing. So if I had it kept like this, ideally I would want, because right now it's off to the side, it's off the side of my desk, if I could have it like behind my desk over there and then coming like this, that's cool. So right now this is acting like a shotgun microphone. I think these little microphones are actually shotgun microphones, I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't know, I think this is pretty cool. I guess I'll figure out if this is good audio quality when I go ahead and edit this. So I don't know. This has been my experiment of the day. Yep, my camera looks so weird without this microphone on top of it. Now I think I might just go ahead and boop, there you go. It looks better. There, now you don't feel something. And I could go ahead and touch the camera. If I touch the camera and you don't hear anything because the microphone's right here. Pretty insane stuff, man. Pretty crazy. Yeah, this has been my experiment of the day. Does it work? Oh my god. Wow. I might just do this. Quite honestly, I didn't think that this would work. This is what I got going on. This is that same boom pole right here. I'm not even using this anymore. I'm just going straight from here to the camera. So this is insane. I don't know. This might be this. I'm literally just gonna do this. I am just gonna do this. I don't even need this piece anymore. This is crazy. I had no idea that you could do this. So what I am doing right now is I am just using this Rode Video Micro, and I have this really long 3.5mm cable, which if you don't know what that is, it's just a normal aux cable. That's all I'm using is a normal aux cable. And obviously I have to adjust some of the settings on my camera because my audio input is way too low. Let me do that right now. I think that's a little bit better. The audio is somewhat more where I want it to be, but this is crazy. I had no idea that you could do that. This is definitely what I'm just gonna do. I'm not even gonna use this anymore. I'm just gonna use this. And in my new setup, this is what I'm gonna do. I found this like little clip. It's a little clip that had a pop filter on it, which I should put on here. So it was used for a pop filter, and what I found about it is it's a little clip, and it like has this circular part that is able to rotate and whatnot. So I figured, why not try that? So I taped my microphone to that, and I can like swerve it around. So pretty much it takes this angle, it takes this boom pole, which is going straight, and it curves it towards me, and I can put the microphone on that, and it creates this. So this has my microphone way closer to my mouth. It's this long. It is this length of this piece of tape. What was that, like 4 or 5 inches from my mouth now, which should in theory produce a lot better audio. I am definitely running this setup in Vegas. Like there's no question about it. In Vegas, I'm gonna have a dedicated vlogging setup like this. Over time, I will like get better at and whatnot. This is staying if it sounds good. I don't know. I'd have to go through all of the clips and whatnot to see if running it through this microphone preamp sounds better or just going straight like this sounds better. I am so happy I figured that out. They're here. One of the biggest drawbacks that I can see is I have to get another one of these microphones or something, because I can't really use my big camera for like random stuff anymore because that microphone obviously is just taped down right there. So that's an issue. Well, that is the vlog. My family finally made it here. We didn't really do any. I need to clean up. We didn't really do anything. They kind of just wanted to actually not do anything. They had to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that. That's why I'm talking a little bit more quiet than normal. I have my little boom pole, little microphone right here. Boom, just outside of the shop. You can actually see it just a little bit. So we kind of just ate dinner, talked a little bit, and now they're going to sleep and whatnot. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have yourselves a really great rest of the day, and goodbye.
No, you can't, no, you can't, no,
I
you
said
can't.
serious. You can't be serious.